before.
Well, guys, I'm very...
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
So the net starting five. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Jordan in at the 5. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. Powell, and he uses the glass on the layup. How many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post? But that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Now, here is Irving. Here's Jordan. Durant in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Portland grabs the miss.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
And I think I only counted 4 total steps for Durant to go from one end of the floor to the other. I mean, he's just incredible in the open floor. And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Now, here's Lillard. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Harden with the defensive effort. 3-on-3. Irving passes to Jordan. There's the 3. The shot, no good.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Powell kicks to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Passes it to Covington. And it's sent back by KD.
Well, you're not going to sneak that shot past Durant, not with the reach that he has.
Harden surveying the D. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Hits the three-point bomb.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Cantor checked in for Portland. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. The offensive rebound. Cantor with it. McCollum right side. Over Irving. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, McCollum is used to getting hit. Got to respect his ability to draw contact on the way up.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Jones checked in for Powell, and it's Simons in for Lillard. Brown is checked in for the Nets. Now here's Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Anthony.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And Brooklyn has possession. The Blazers getting the bucket. Green inside. Anthony on him. Here's Griffin. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And it's easy to admire Griffin's game. He's excellent at absorbing the hit and muscling his way through contact.
Here's Simons. 56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
And the first one at the line is good. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Little's checked in, and a change for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Blake Griffin.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Harden has a wide open look, and the Nets another three.
Harden has the super green light, and with his confidence, you might be amazed, but you're rarely surprised at any shot he makes.
Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Shot and game clock separated by 5. With the stuff.
I really like seeing Harden take it strong inside. So crafty in how he finishes near the bucket.
Here's Simons. And it's blocked. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 2. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals with the big loss.
I look to the times where things are going well.
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, they've got Jones. Giles is out there with Ennis Cantor. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the 1. Out to Anthony. Pass to Cannon. Stolen by Harden. Here's Claxton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's the dish to Harden. Durant trying to break free. Harden, no good.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter. It hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Anthony down low, guarded by Green. And Portland with another turnover here. Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Jeff Green. And Harris subbed in for James Harden. The Nets with the lead. Now here's Durant. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Anthony, the pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Oh, man, what a slam by Cantor. His size lets him make easy work of those big plays in the paint.
And here is Brown. To the right side. Harris looking it over. Lock at 6. Pass to Claxton. It's tipped.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said is you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Brown, the pass to Jordan. Yes, that goes in. Now it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Harris. No good with the triple. Nets leading by 4.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
Durant against Powell. KD passes to Jordan, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Never one to shy away from playing physical. Jordan will give you his all when he's out there.
Andre Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Irving's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And yes, it's good.
Such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
The Nets have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Outside Irving. Dishes it to Harris. Back to Irving. This one for 3. A putback. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. James Harden. He's checked in for Brooklyn. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The pass to Jordan. Nurkic with the steal. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. The score now all even. McCollum's got 6.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Shoots from 12. Nurkic with the block. To the paint. And the basket by McCollum. He's got 8.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
From deep Harden. And the Nets miss again. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. Out left to the wing. Irving with the steal. It doesn't go for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams. And that'll about
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant, and it's Harris in at the small forward. Harden up top. He's guarded by Nurkic. And Harden with the stuff.
Athleticism Harden possesses is scary. I mean, he's constantly driving toward the basket for these dunks.
Now Lillard. And Jordan sends it back. In transition, here come the Nets. No good on that one. And for Portland, they're shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. McCollum finds Powell. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
That's an unforced error. That driver, coach, crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Andre Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And the Nets making a change here as well. Green, he's checked in for Jordan. Nurkic with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. From the line, Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Still young with loads of upside. Nurkic is comfortable playing the enforcer. I mean, you can tell he wants to keep improving.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Kevin Durant.
A little bit shaky at the line there. I mean, he did the important part and got him in front.
Irving with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Harris outside. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Lillard, he just fills out the defense. He doesn't rush it. When they play off of him, he tortures them. When they crowd him, he'll pull off the James. They get too close, he'll drive it.
It's tipped. Covington with the steal. Harden against Lillard. Hollis Jefferson. Green with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And it's sent back by Lillard. And he's able to get it back. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by 1.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting up his own. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Harris up top, covered by Hollis Jefferson. Harris inside. Hollis Jefferson's there. 5 to shoot. On its way from Irving for 2. It's not going to go for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Down low. Irving with the steal. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Claxton the pass to Irving. Over McCollum from 12 feet out. Here's Claxton, defended by Covington. Yep, that one goes in there.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving is proven to be a sensational teammate.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Lillard. Sweet little floater. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
And a wide open look for Irving. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that one, good. Hollis Jefferson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Irving. Passes it to Claxton. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Outside Irving. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's dragged them down with his performance today. A whole lot of zeros from him on the stat sheet.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. And Durant subbed in for James Harden. They get it back. The shot and game clock separated by 4. 6 on the shot clock. Jones kicks to Giles. Goes back up. The rebound by the Nets. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Trailblazers lead by 7. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Derek Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
Kicks it out to Jones. Kanter against Jordan. Kanter's shot is off. Nets trail by 5. Durant, that's good.
I mean, there's just no answer for Durant inside. It looks like you should be able to body him up, and you can forget about that.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Simons banked in off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And it's Lillard missing. Nets trail by 5. And on the way from Irving for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Irving's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. If he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And here's Harden for 3. The kick out to Irving. Harden with it. Now defended by McCollum.
It's only a matter of time until this three-point shot comes back to him. He's knocked down 2 threes before halftime. Nothing so far here in the second. He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Kanter's checked in, and a switch here for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Giles checked in for Powell. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Kanter's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers. Durant kicks to Harden. Back to KD. .157 left in the fourth quarter. And again, unable to change momentum here. Cullen passes to Cannon. Count it. And now an 11-point Portland lead. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Trailblazers leading by 9. Lillard surveying the D. 1:05 left here in the fourth quarter. The 3. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard. McCollum's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Trailblazers.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Trailblazers.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for C.J. McCollum.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
They grabbed their own miss. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Jacks up a 3, drills the three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
Harris misses. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. The Bucks coming into the arena confident they'll be walking out of here with a precious win on the road. Short the rotations late. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in its center, locking down the middle. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Jones in at the 2. Here's DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Bounce pass, Holiday. Giannis inside. Covington's there, and that one drops.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Holiday against Lillard. Outside, Covington. Up again. It's good on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. Portland grabs the miss.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Jones, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton right side. 6 to shoot. And Lopez throws it down.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Lillard against Holiday. Now Lillard shoots from the baseline. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Jones. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
The kick out to Holiday. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Lillard. It's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Lillard against Holiday. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screens, and he knows when to give it up.
Lillard attacking. Over Holiday. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Giannis passes to Holiday. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Back to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Here's Lillard, and the rejection by Giannis. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Yep, it counts. Nurkic has got 8.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
And the pass to Giannis. Now here's DiVincenzo. For 3, Middleton. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Got a hand on it. And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
And here's McCollum. Yusuf Nurkic has been on display for the Portland Trailblazers. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Right back after this break. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis had this to say.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They're crashing the offensive glass hard, too. I mean, they've dropped in several second-chance baskets.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths, shooting in the low 60s last season.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Antetokounmpo. McCollum feeling it out a bit. And the layup's good off the glass. McCollum's got his second bucket.
I mean, call it a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost. And when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
Here's Forbes. Good D by McCollum.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Bucket is good. Little's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Little. The Bucks also changing it up. Chris Middleton's checked in for Bobby Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
McCollum kicks to Powell. Back to McCollum. Had the space there, but it's offline.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
Poked loose, but they'll get another chance. Anthony, the pass to Giles. Shoots over Tucker. And it's Giles missing.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
DiVincenzo kicks it to Tucker. To the middle. Here's Middleton. The kick out to Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. Tucker can't get it to go.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
A minute 20 left now here in the second. Holiday surveying the floor. There's the lob into the Kumbo.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days. And as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
McCollum outside. Here's Giles. Good D by Giannis. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Giannis left side. Now here's Tucker. He's covered by Cantor. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Rebound, Milwaukee.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Giannis kicks it to Tucker. Now here's Middleton. Tucker chipped back in for 2.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Trailblazers.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports. Yusuf Nurkic had it going on in the first quarter. He had 8 points, 5 points. And that's a wrap with the
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Derek Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in its center. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. Passes it to Covington. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Covington. Portland trailing here. Shoots from the corner. Hollis-Jefferson finds Jones. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Drops in the tray. Lillard's got 7.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
DiVincenzo with it. Holiday goes in, uses the glass to finish the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Portland with another turnover here. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Little's checked in, and then for Milwaukee, Bobby Portis is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Here is Forbes, covered by Lillard. Pass to Middleton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Great open look there.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Lillard looking around. And another 3 for Portland.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Over to the left wing. Connaughton kicks to Portis. He dishes it to Middleton. Back to Portis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Lillard attacking. Pass to Nurkic. Now Little. Back to Nurkic. Over Lopez. That one wide left.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Here's Connaughton, defended by Jones. And Lopez throws it down.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Harry Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. Second chance shot. Here's Giles. Antetokounmpo defending. And it's Giles missing. Bucks leading by 3. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Here's Nwora. Powell with the steal. 1:03 left to play in the third. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Anthony on the wing. Back to McCollum. Launches it. They get it back.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Antetokounmpo passes to Forbes. Portis kicks to Connaughton. And again the turnover by the Bucks. Six seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Misses. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bucks lead by 3. And we'll have the start of the 4th. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. They've got P.J. Tucker, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. Holiday. And here is DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Giannis has got 20 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Norman Powell, and then for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for P.J. Tucker, and Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Lobbed up there for Lopez, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Lillard against Teague. Nurkic, the pass to McCollum.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Knocked loose. Hollis Jefferson with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Timeout called the Bucks. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Lillard against Teague. Lopez right side. And there it is for him. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And a nice job from Lopez to catch and shoot in a fluid motion. And for a guy as big as he is, that's really impressive.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Nurkic, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Outside Teague. Tries again. Kick out to Giannis. Middleton looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. A second chance effort. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Whenever you fight the shot clock, you love that Chris Middleton has the ball in those situations because he'll deliver for you.
Lillard outside. Kicks it out to Covington. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard attacking. Count it. Lillard's got 10 points here in the second half.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Teague. To the inside. Lopez kicks to Teague. Tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
When you have a reliable big man like Lopez who can get you buckets like that, it's really such an asset for a team.
Here's Lillard. Right wing, over Teague. Covington finds Lillard. Fires the three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. And there's the pass to Lopez. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Teague against Lillard. Lopez passes to Giannis. Middleton outside. Pass to Lopez. And Covington sends it back.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
For the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Drew Holiday is checked in for T. Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Cantor against Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Giles. Back to Lillard. To tie it up. Can't knock in the three. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Jackson. And a deep 3 from George. The Clippers keep it alive. Zubac kicks to George. From outside the arc. The shot missing. And it's Portland the other way. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. McCollum with the ball. Keeps it alive. And Covington stays with it.
Challenging the defense at the rim. Something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
George with the ball. Down low. Here's Zubac. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And here's Covington from the arc. Oh, good on that one. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Here's Lillard. Paul George making his last shot. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. To the middle. Jackson finds George. No good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Outside, George. The pass to Zubac. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's Lillard. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Leonard. He can't get that one. And it's Portland the other way. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. The Clippers also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. The Clippers trail. And here's George for three. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Kawhi, a double-digit rebounder in college. Scouts knew that would be a transferable skill of his.
McCollum outside. 1:58 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Leonard. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Portland, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them.
When DeMarcus Cousins is blocking shots, this defense takes on a whole different attitude.
Great positioning on the putback.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Rondo. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. Over McCollum. And there's Paul George on the assist by Rondo.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
Lillard finds Kanter. McCollum outside. Lets it go from deep. And the 3 ball is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Clippers trail by 3. Outside, George. 3-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 7 points.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
Lillard attacking. Here's Kanter. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 32 seconds left in the first. Rondo against Lillard. Pass to George. The 3. Rebounded by Anthony.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And a wide open look for McCollum. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
From deep, George. George missing again. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Anthony in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Kanter, the pass to Jones. Nice hit again. The shot's good from Kanter.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Now here's Beverly. Zubac kicks to Beverly. Here's Kennard. 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Good on the bucket. Batum's got his first bucket in this one. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. And here is Los Angeles now, following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Now Beverly, following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Beverly, the pass to Batum. Zubats with it. From past the arc. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubats. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Monday Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Anthony. Inside, stolen by Zubats. And here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes to Kennard. Goes up on the wing. That shot missing. And it's Portland the other way.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Here's Beverly. Following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Beverly, the pass to Jackson. Los Angeles with another miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
McCollum finds Canner. The tray. McCollum, no good.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Los Angeles with another miss. Portland trailing here. Jones drives in, and then Jones with the jam.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now here's Jackson. The pass to Zubats. Jackson has the open look. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Drops in the layup for 2. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Now Beverly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. That shot wide open. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Simons surveying the D. A 3 from McCollum. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip-in.
Here's Simons. And that one released in time, but no good. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams. That's all for now.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Trailblazers trail by 3. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Reggie Jackson. Kennard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Cousins in at the 5 down low. Little. That 3 off the mark. And Los Angeles guys shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Offensive rebound. Morris passes to Cousins. Kennard for 3. Good on the triple. Kennard's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
A knockdown shooter with excellent range. Kennard gives your offense the floor spacing it needs.
Lillard from outside. The shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. George is checked in for the Clippers. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Little with the rebound. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Lillard. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
From deep. And it's Portland with the rebound.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead. Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
And it's George again missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
That doesn't go either for George.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1-3 in the first half, nothing in the second.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Kennard for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Lillard. Covington down low. Covered by Morris. Kicks it out to Lillard. Covington wide open. He fires. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Covington's got 5 points so far. Now here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lillard against George. Outside Jackson. Kennard on the wing. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it. The fast break chance. Pass to Powell. The wide open shot by Little. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Clippers leading by 3. There's the triple. Poked away.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Covington kicks to Lillard. And he hits it to tie the game up. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like this.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
That's a 2 from Powell. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Powell's got his second basket of the game.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. They can't stop the run with that one.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Clippers trail by 6. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. And he comes up with the deuce.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
Lillard dishes to Powell. A three-pointer off the mark. Kennard for three. Drains the three-pointer. And it's now only a 1-point Portland lead. Lillard scanning the floor. Here's the three. And no good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Derek Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Clippers lead by 1.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
It's McCollum with the drive. Kanter kicks to McCollum. Fires the three. Kanter finds McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the triple. On offense, here are the Clippers. Rondo passes to Leonard. Over McCollum. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
McCollum with the ball. To the paint, Kanter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's good from Kanter.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now, here is George. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Powell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. All going up court. Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. That's tipped. Covington against George. And here's McCollum for 3. Cans it from downtown. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense. The ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Outside Covington. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McCollum, no good. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. McCollum against George. Good on the 3-point shot. And now it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 3. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luke Kennard.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Harry Giles comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson in for Norman Powell. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. We're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it, Kevin.
Here's Lillard. The Clippers getting the bucket. They need this. Knocks down the 3 ball.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Jackson dishes to George. 58 seconds left in the fourth. Back to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Zubac kicks to Cousins. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Zubac.
This is what Cousins gives you. Good recognition, the ability to make plays for his teammates.
Jackson against Lillard. And here's McCollum for 3. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the Claw.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Outside, George. From deep 3-point range. The rebound by Giles.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
Again, McCollum missing. Outside Leonard. So it's the Clippers taking the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You beat them.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And looking at the Nets, Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the shooting guard. Now here's Harden. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. The 3 from McCollum, and it's Durant with the rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. Harris looking it over. Down low, Jordan. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
And it's sent back by Irving.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Here's Harden. Back to Jordan. Harden outside. Shot clock at 5. Sinks the three-pointer.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Now here's Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. McCollum kicks to Powell. And it falls over the rim and in.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about.
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And it's Lillard missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Irving passes to Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Lillard finds Covington. Back to Lillard. From deep. They get it again. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Irving dishes to Jordan. From inside, the kick out to Irving. Makes it off the glass.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Nurkic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Harden against Lillard. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Lillard surveying the D. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Covington against Durant. And 1:01 left to play in the first.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Lillard outside. Pass to McCollum. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. A 3-ball. No good that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Jordan the pass to Harden. Back to Jordan. Shoots over Nurkic. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Harden.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Nobody near Lillard. From outside, off the mark.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets heading to the bench with a 7-point. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he stays
humble beginnings. You know, I'm from a...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony out there with Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Here's Simons. Again, the Trailblazers score. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names. That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Outside Irving. Now the pass to Griffin. Over Jones. Durant wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. Cullen passes to Jones. From 12 feet out. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from McCollum.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And on the way from Irving for 3, and Kanter pulls it down. For Portland, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And the basket by Jones.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Irving looking over the floor. Here's Griffin. That shot, no good. Excellent D from Kanter. Trailblazers have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Irving can't get it to go. And Portland with the ball. A big stretch here going 10-2. Passes it to Simons. Shot from 12. Kanter. And Kanter able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Irving attacking. Here's Griffin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Griffin staying strong down low. Even when he knows the hit is coming, great concentration and toughness shown there.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And James Harden has subbed in for Kyrie Irving. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Lillard misses.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Harden the pass to Claxton. Griffin down low, covered by Anthony. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
There's some unique qualities to the play of Blake Griffin, a big with incredible handles and passing skills who can still throw it down.
He hits both from the stripe.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Knocked away. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Powell down low. Brown on him. Off target at the rim. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Jordan kicks to Brown. Back to Jordan. 8 feet away. A miss that time would have put him up. Trailblazers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Powell, that's good.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Harden scanning the floor. From deep three-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Good.
Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the... It was a shaky first quarter for Portland. They gave themselves a lot of work to do by letting the deficit get to as many as 9 points in the period. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Harden the pass to Jordan. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Hits it from three-point range. Harris has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Nets. Lillard with it. Pass to McCollum. Lets it go with a three. And it's KD with the rebound. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Portland trailing here. Now, here's Lillard. That one falls.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Irving against McCollum. For the three. Rebounded by Covington.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
From about 19 feet. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Harden against Lillard. Now, Nurkic. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Jeff Green is checked in for Joe Harris. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Powell, no one around him. Off target from outside. Nets trail by 3. KD with it. Jones covering. Jordan dishes to Harden. Irving kicks to Green. And it's blocked.
That's good footwork from the big man as Kanter aware defensively to get to that one.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
The drive by Green. How the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Brown, the pass to Irving. Trying to end the drought. It's deflected.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Here's Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
And that's a solid move by Kanter, going to the dribble drive. He gets that shot off when he wants.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. A three from McCollum. Kept alive.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Irving. He has 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got 4 points this quarter. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
KD's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Anthony gets it to go.
Bully ball in action as Melo gets himself way deep into the paint where he knows he can score.
And Durant gets double teamed. Takes a 3. That one doesn't drop. And the Trailblazers going the other way. McCollum fires from way outside. Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Durant.
Wow, this makes that look so easy.
And here's McCollum for 3. It's off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Trailblazers out in front, up 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Little. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Kanter in at the center, locking down the middle. Harden up top. That's tipped. Stolen by Kanter. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Anthony kicks to Cantor. Pass to Lillard. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Nets.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Durant's checked in for the Nets. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Little. Lillard from outside. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. It's Harden with the drive. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard outside. Jordan against Nurkic.
You could tell that Nurkic was looking to get the foul on that shot, and he got the job done.
That free throw, no good. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Powell. So he comes up empty, missing both.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the field.
And it's Durant missing. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Lillard, and it's sent back by KD.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
The kick out to Irving. Outside Durant. To tie it up. That one doesn't go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
It's Covington on the wing. Wide open look. The rebound by KD. KD's got 6 rebounds in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Misses the 3.
Now that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't miss.
No good from Jordan.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
The 3 from Harden. A putback, and Durant is right there.
And he sort of had that look in his eyes, Durant staying cool in the clutch moment.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. For 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Nets trail by 5. Here's Harden. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Here is Lillard. Lets a floater go. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Powell in for Hollis-Jefferson. Here's Irving. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Lillard against Harden, looking to end his cold spell. Count it!
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Lillard against Harden. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard, right side, 4 on the shot clock. Nurkic kicks to McCullough. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Oh, wow, unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. And Durant launches from deep. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. Now Covington, following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt.
Hard work on the boards, a lot of competition for that one, but he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
Middleton against Powell, and Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Now Lopez, after the miss, 3 from Damian Lillard. McCollum against Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. There's the lob to the hoop.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Lillard attacking. Count that one.
Oh, you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over you.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. DiVincenzo against McCollum. Back to DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Up again. Rebound by Nurkic. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the basket by McCollum.
This is who McCollum is. Someone who's ready to fire as soon as the ball touches his hands.
Holiday surveying the floor. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. Lobbed up there for Lopez. And stolen by Lillard. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Now, Giannis. There's the dish to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Lillard against Holiday. Lillard attacking. Softly drops in the floater.
It's tough. When I think of Dame, that's the first word that comes up. Showing why on that hoop right there.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's guarded by McCollum. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And stolen by Lillard. Fast break. Here we go. McCollum finds Nurkic. Outside, Covington. Lillard outside. Covington dishes to Lillard. Fires for 3. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Covington. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Middleton on the wing. There's a minute left in the first quarter. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Lillard with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Again, the miss by Lillard. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Trailing by 2, and the dunk by Giannis.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
And the basket by Lillard. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the first. Covington against Giannis. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4. Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Lillard from outside. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lopez outside. And the dunk by Lopez.
He's showing he can get it done on the drive. Lopez is solid at knowing when to penetrate.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Bucks on top, up by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some
being able to go through adversity and come up strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
On the floor for Portland, you've got C.J. McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1. Here's Connaughton, stolen by Cantor. And now Anthony pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break. Anthony's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
Well, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Here is Forbes. There's the lob to Portis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Anthony can't hit. Here's Connaughton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He gets it in there.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Count it, good.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
Bucks trail by 3. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Back to Forbes. Pass to Connaughton. Just 5 on the clock.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
And here's McCollum for 3. They get it back.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by McCollum.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Jones, the pass to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. The drive by Cantor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
Well, Cantor puts all of his strength behind his drives. No surprise the defense gets sloppy.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Back to Connaughton. Count the basket. Now it's just a 3-point Portland lead.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He was wide open.
Here's Lillard. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. Jones kicks to Lillard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Lillard isn't afraid to get physical. In fact, he embraces any chance he can to get foul shots up.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Cantor. And Robert Covington subbed in for Derek Jones. Pass to Holiday. Lobbed up there for Lopez. It's stolen by Anthony. And now Portland on the break. Powell for 3 to the left side wing. Covington trying to break free. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Anthony.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Holiday goes in. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
from downtown. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that's a wrap with the...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And a wide open look for McCollum, and the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Lillard misses.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Giannis kicks to Holiday. Middleton on the wing. 5 to shoot. Oh, Middleton in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Finished off the break. 6 points for C.J. McCollum.
Oh, McCollum, he's a threat in transition. He excels at leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
McCollum against Middleton. McCollum dishes to Lillard.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 5-point game. On the wing, Giannis. The kick out to Lopez. Outside Holiday. Back to Lopez. Shoots over Nurkic. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Holiday. Lopez has got 8 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
They get a hand on it. Nurkic, the pass to Covington. Just his first attempt. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Trailblazers lead by 5. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. He feeds it to Lopez. Giannis passes to Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. Lillard outside. 14 feet away. The shot by Powell, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Trailblazers leading by 3. And the basket by McCollum. That's now 8 points for C.J. McCollum.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And the technical free throw is good.
And really, from second-round pick to all-star, Middleton's story, inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And it's McCollum off the drive. And it's denied.
Gotta have more of this moving forward. Portis has the size needed to turn back shots.
And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. 26 seconds left to play in the third. Just 5 to shoot. For the tie, it's deflected. They retain possession, and the basket is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. McCollum with the ball. He's got 8. There's the pass to Simons. Here's the teardrop. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Trailblazers. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Derek Jones. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point. And the basket by McCollum.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Here is Forbes. Middleton outside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And here is Powell. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Derek Jones, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Portland with the ball. They lead by 1. Here's Nurkic. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Oh, the closer Nurkic is to the basket, the more dangerous he is. A solid interior scorer.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Connaughton, defended by Jones. Tucker. No good from outside. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers.
Oh, it's easy to appreciate Lillard. Fantastic empowering through the D and nailing the shots.
Bucks trail by 5. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here is Forbes, covered by Lillard. Pass to Connaughton. Clock at 4. Tucker controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, man, such a hard worker on the glass. Tucker's energy is very impressive. A true junkyard dog.
Lillard with it. Picked up by Portis. Cuts off the pass. Here is Forbes. Got a piece of it. Tucker bounce pass. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And the shot is good. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Shoots over Powell. And Forbes kicks it to Tucker. Shot clock at 6. Back to Forbes. And it's off from three-point range. Portland leading by 5. Here's Lillard. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
The consistency of Lillard with his consistent probing on the defense, he's become Mr. Reliable at a very young age.
Middleton outside. Back to Forbes. Can't get the putback. The Trailblazers have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Here's Tucker. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Tucker. Middleton outside. Shoots over Powell. And again, the Bucks miss. And for Portland, they're shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. It's Covington on the wing. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Sweet move. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Nurkic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already in such a disadvantage as it is.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
Lobbed up there for Lopez.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Simons the pass to Giles. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. The bright lights. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Zubac no good.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Covington with the bucket. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Inside, here's Lillard, and he banks in the layup.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now, here is George. Outside Jackson. High post, Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 6 to shoot. Steps back and shoots. Tries again. Takes it out to Leonard. Shoots over Powell. No good from the wing.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Pass to Leonard. To the middle, Zubac. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Los Angeles shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with. And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Here's Zubac. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 3. A 3 from McCollum. Drains it from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 5.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
George against McCollum. And George gets it to go.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
Jackson against Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Portland.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And George, here we go.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Portland leading. It's McCollum on the wing. The 11-footer, and Portland again with the bucket.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Jackson against Lillard. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. Nobody near Lillard. and he can't extend the lead to double digits. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. The shot's good. 6 points for him. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 5-point game. Outside, Covington. Lets the three fly. Lillard with the bucket.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Lillard against Jackson. Buries it down low.
This is what you get from Reggie Jackson now. Powering through contact and has the focus to complete the play.
Outside, Covington. Knocks it loose. Powell, the pass to McCollum. And here's Covington. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Clippers on the break. George with no one around. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Rajon Rondo, Luke Kennard out there with Batum. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Beverly in at the 2-guard spot. Now Rondo following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Kennard's shot is off. McCollum passes to Jones. Anthony right side. He can't hit that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Jones against Kennard. To the wing right side. Cousins trying to free himself up. The shot by Rondo is no good. Portland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And the basket by McCollum.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
The pass to Kennard. From deep. And Cancer pulls it down. Ball stolen. Kennard kicks to Beverly. Kennard against Anthony. Shot on the wing. Kennard's shot is off.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
It's deflected. Outside, Batum. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And the basket by McCollum.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Rondo with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Beverly dishes to Rondo to the inside. Shot to stop the run, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from DeMarcus Cousins. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. The three from McCollum. Rondo with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Batum passes to Beverly. No good on the three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Canner. Jones has got the lead up to 8 now for Portland. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Now, here's Cousins. Rondo kicks to Batum. A three-pointer, no good. Cantor with it. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. And it's McCollum in the corner. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Clippers trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Kennard on the wing. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range. Kennard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Kennard with the ball. He's picked up by Little from the arc. That shot is off. Now Portland takes it the other way.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Anthony's shot is off. The Clippers trail. Now here's Kennard. 6 points for him. From deep three-point range, unable to get that one.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a tremendous start for C.J. McCollum. He ended up with 15 points. And that'll do it.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
On the floor for Portland. Clearing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. Jackson against Lillard. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. And here's McCollum. 17 points in the game. Here's Powell. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 4. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Lillard left side. Dishes it to Nurkic. Over Leonard. Nurkic can't hit.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. Little, he's checked in for Portland. Now Rondo. No points in the game yet for him. And the Clippers miss again. And now Portland on the break. Here's Lillard. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Rondo against Lillard. 13 feet away. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Powell finds Covington. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Back to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Rondo. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Leonard. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
I like the poise here from Leonard. Doesn't need to take it all the way. Just drops it over the top.
In the corner, it's Little. 3-pointer, Lillard. Lillard again missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Leonard the pass to George. There's the triple. Nailed from 3-point land. Now just a 1-point Trailblazer lead.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Powell in the high post. Leonard's there. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for Little. Lillard against Beverly. The dish to Batum, and the layup is good.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Crafty move, and it's good on the layup. Nurkic has got his first points in this one.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Beverly against Lillard. Beverly dishes to Batum. Again, Los Angeles.
When Beverly concentrates on passing, he makes his team better. Superb at getting passes over to his guys.
Beverly against Lillard. Powell, no one around him. Those 3-pointers off the mark. LA's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And another 3 for the Clippers.
I like Kennard's change of pace with the dribble and his ability to stop on a dime.
3-pointer, Lillard. Kennard with the rebound. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Jackson passes to Leonard. Kennard for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Kennard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. McCollum with the ball. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Jackson is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's man in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Leonard looking around. Passes it to Kennard. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Kennard's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Clippers. Trailblazers trail by 7. Now here's McCollum. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Outside Jackson. On the wing, Batum. Outside Leonard. 4 on the clock. Anthony with the block. Here's Simons. This one for 3. And with the rebound.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Covington with the steal. Here's McCollum. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard from downtown. Good D by McCollum.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
No good on the wing 3.
He's going to have to wait to hit his first triple of this half. He had 3 at the break.
Right side Jackson. Jackson is doubled. Kennard for 3. The shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Right side Jones. Simons. It's good. This game is all even. Simons has got his first 3 points of the game.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Pass to Kennard. Trying to get something going. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Anthony left side. Batum with the steal. Okay, time now for an injury report. And let's get an update on Enes Kanter's injury. David, what'd you find out there?
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Portland provided some information. He said that he does have a broken nose. It's definitely a painful injury, but not a worst-case scenario.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is all.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Robert Covington. Kanter comes in for Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Lillard scanning the floor. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Outside, George. He feeds it to Leonard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
For Portland, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Lillard outside. It's Powell on the wing. It's McCollum on the wing. Offensive rebound, Kanter. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
5 on the clock. Powell for 3. Here's Nurkic. Off the left rim and out.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. George against McCollum. George dishes to Leonard. Nurkic with the block, and they're able to recover. Buries the triple.
Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
And it's all about the three right here.
And they're looking to tie it up. Live to play another period. We'll see what...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.